Well, hello there. How are you? And welcome back to my channel. If it's the first time you've seen me, my name is Karen and I love quilting. So on this particular channel, you will get lots of quilting tips and tricks to make your quilting life so much more easier and enjoyable. Right, so before I get into this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and please share the video out. That's so important to help my channel to grow. And once the channel is growing, of course, you get a lot more better quality videos that helps you in your journey for quilting. So in today's tutorial, I am going to teach you how to make the twisted table runner. It's a block using half square triangles, and I think it comes about really quickly. It's not a very long video, to be honest, because it's quite simplified. It's just in the layout that makes it look so much difficult. Okay, there is a pattern to download if you'd like to make it. Please support the channel by simply joining the channel, and you actually get patterns free all the time once you become a channel member. And it's so easy to do that. All the details is in the description box down below, or I will put it on the screen for you so that you can see it immediately. So before we do anything else, have a good one. I'll see you at the end in the video, and any questions you have, just jot them down below. And of course, I shall see you in the next one, guys. Bye for now. Happy quilting and thumbs up to you. Alright guys, before we start the video, I've got two important things to tell you. Number one, I have started a quilt-along and I have the blocks here to show you. Now this is block number one. It is called the sun rays block. And this is block number two, and this is called the Celtic block. So, Celtic star, I should say. Now, if you'd like to join in, all you need to do is grab some fabric, some fat quarters. We're not going to make this too stressful. I don't really want to ask you to go and buy a particular type of bundle of fat quarters. Use whatever you have. If you've got scraps, you can use that too. We will be making a vintage sample quilt, okay? A vintage sample star quilt. I will put a post in the community page so that everyone can see it, and if you'd like to join in, just jot it down, say I'm in, or Karen, definitely I'm going to be joining, or yes, I've already downloaded my patterns. Okay, just let me know that you are interested and you will be making the quilt with me. The links for the two blocks are already on my website, so if you find the actual videos for these, you will be able to get the link. And so each week you will get the block, okay, to actually make the quilt. So I'm aiming for us to do 12 blocks in total with some sashings, etc., for the quilt, and I think it's going to be really beautiful. So it's a sampler star vintage quilt. So we're using all the old fashion blocks to actually compile this quilt. I think it's going to look really beautiful. So I am making it as we go along. I haven't made it this year. This was something I thought about on the spot that we can do together as our quilting community. The other thing I wanted to share with you is that Beverly, one of the channel members, has made the squared star or star to squared quilt as you go, and she's shared a picture with me, so I'm going to put that picture up on the screen right now so you can see it. So Beverly, well done to you. So proud of you for actually accomplishing this. And any one of you who've made your quilts, I know there's somebody else that needs to send me a picture, but she's wanting to get it all done properly before she shared, which is good because, you know, we want to share our best, don't we? So well done, Beverly. And anybody else who, please, all you need to do is just share it with me. You can go to my Facebook page and share it to me with me by then on my Facebook instant messages. You can share it right there and I will get it instantly, which is how Beverly communicates with me. So Beverly, well done to you. So happy. It's really great when I see people actually making the quilts that I have put together. I feel really proud that I have actually supported someone in accomplishing what they want to do. So with that being said, let's dive straight into the video, and please join in on the quilt-along. It's really fun when we all do it together. I haven't done one of these in a long time and I'm so looking forward to doing this one. All right, so let's get started with the tutorial now. Alright guys, so we're gonna make a table runner today. So I've got some squares here. These have white with them, so blue and white, and these are blue and blue. All I'm going to do at this point is to sew all the way around, and then I'm going to cut them into some half square triangles. So all of these are going to be cut, and I'm going to sew all around them. Alright, our next step is to, once we've sewn all of the squares around, we're going to just iron it, give it a nice little press so that it's lovely and smooth. And I hate saying the word lovely and smooth, but I do it every time. Okay, once that's done, we are then going to cut it into those 4 quadrants. This is going to be very beautiful. I know you're going to love it. In fact, I know you're going to love it. I'm so confident that you are going to be like, Karen, this is gorgeous. All right, so that's lovely and smooth now. And all I'm going to do is to get one of my rulers and simply just start cutting them apart. I have to keep stepping over this dog on the floor right next to me. Literally. So cut all of them into half and half again. I would say use a rotating mat so you don't really have to interfere with the block. But if you must, just make sure you align them properly and cut them again. Can be a bit time consuming doing it this way, but what are you doing? I'm talking to the dog because he's on a destructive nature. Feel like he can literally tear apart every single thing. I'm doing 2 at a time, which I think should be okay. They're all the same size squares, so it shouldn't really be a problem. In fact, what I'm going to do is probably the most easiest. Cut it in half this way, and then now it's straight. Jackson, can you not make your squeaky noise at this time? Okay, so I'm going to continue with all of this, and then I'll come back and show you how to lay them out. Alright, so now that all of the blocks have been opened up and cut, so the next thing to do is to iron it out. And what I'm going to do is using a very warm iron. I'm going to put my white down first, or my lighter fabric down, and then press it open. All right, once we've done that, we're then going to go ahead and get rid of all of the dog ears. So remember, white down first and just start stacking them. It's going to take a while because there is quite a number of half square triangles here, and we're working with lights and darks, in case you didn't notice. All right, so again, a warm iron, please. I know some people like a really hot steaming iron, but I only like that at the end because I do find, as I've said, every time it distorts the block. So I like to use a warm iron, and it's literally just to flatten the block, to be honest. So white down, and I'm doing that because that enables it to have the white going towards the dark. All right, so the white seam line going towards the dark. So white down first on, and then you just iron it open, and you can hear no steam coming through the iron. Personally, and I've explained already. All right, so I'll continue with this, and then once we've done, I'm going to go straight into cutting off the dog ears. Alright, so once you've cut them into the half square triangles, you need to arrange the pattern as shown. Okay, you need all of the triangles in order to make it as long as possible. You could shorten it if you want and make less half square triangles, but nevertheless, this is the pattern. You need to be very careful that you see the flow within the layout. All right, so any one on wrong turn can make the layout look completely different. So just ensure that the lights and the darks are corresponding all the way down before you're actually going to sew it together. So to sew this together, you will start as you would anything else. Do front sides together and just continue all the way down. I would actually chain piece so that you don't get it twisted and you have the wrong layout. All right, so I'm going to chain piece, sew it together, and I'm going to quilt, and then I'll show you the end result. Alright, so this measures 18.5 by 48 inches. Now I'm going to call this pattern Twisted. I just love this table runner. It looks really beautiful. I think it's a really good size. It's not too small, it's not too big. It just sits right in the center of the table. Now let's go in closer and have a look at the quilting. I did meandering lines all over. I just love the flow of the design. Just goes to show with a little bit of imagination what you can do with half square triangles. It looks absolutely gorgeous. One of the things I really adore about this table runner is the binding. I just love how the binding with that little essence of color has really allowed the table runner to be lifted just so beautiful. It really just raised the profile. It's in the same color palette, but it's the soft tones of yellows and pinks and greens and a little bit of light of pinks. It just looks really, really lovely. I just think the whole thing has come together really beautifully. This will be really adorable as a quilt for a male. I think that the color structure is really lovely. It's vibrant. the blue itself worked together. It's very harmonious. It's nice cool tones that allow the pattern to shine through really beautifully. Just love the pattern. The imagination of it is really, really lovely. On the back, it's just a very simple color palette that sort of complements the tone at the front. It also looks really well if you wanted to use the back because of the binding. Again, you just got that color palette that really is striking, and you can use either side. But overall, a very beautiful project that looks really lovely. Just think it's really, really beautiful. The quilting, I think, was ideal for what it stood for. It didn't really need anything too fancy. Something simple was what it really called for. Just love the pattern. Absolutely beautiful. Really, really nice. And I think it just really works. Looks very, very lovely. I've put a vase on it, so let's just see how it looks with it. Really nice. Love it. Good view. It really enhances the table. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure if it would have been nicer longer, but I think the length of it is good. As I said, it sits on the table right in the middle. Really lovely. Beautiful color. The blue is my favorite color, and I chose it for that particular purpose. And love the pattern, if I didn't say that before. So this twisted pattern has come about really beautifully. I would encourage you to try and make one. Please buy the pattern, support the channel. Let me know what you think of the table runner. It came about very quickly though. I mean, it wasn't difficult. As you saw in the video, it was something very easy to make. So do like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. I would be very happy if you would share the video, share with your friends and family so they can see what you are interested in and obviously learn for themselves quilting. So bye for now, happy quilting, and I'll definitely see you in the next one, guys. Have a good